Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Warlug and welcome back to another Apex Legends video, guys. In this video, we're going to be talking about who is the best legend for you. We're going to do a brief overview of all the Apex Legends characters and their abilities in this video. So let's jump right into it. All right, guys, you've done it. You downloaded the game. You're ready to pick your legend, but you just don't know which one to pick. All right, in this video, we're going to go have a fresh overview of all the legends and their abilities, okay? In traditional Battle Royales, the characters that players pick are often just cosmetic aspects of the game that make no real difference, okay? However, in Apex Legends, the characters have unique attributes that complement each other's skill sets. It makes teamwork that much more important, kind of like in Overwatch feel, right? You got characters that have certain abilities with, that can be used and paired together. So Apex Legends has set themselves apart from other Battle Royales, okay? So in Apex Legends, there's a total of 9 characters, including Octane, with the release of Watson coming in Season 2 starting July 2nd, okay? So we're going to have 10 legends to pick from, all right? So the legends that are in the game are Bloodhound, Gibraltar, Lifeline, Wraith, Pathfinder, Bangla Door, Mirage, Caustic, Octane, which are all unlockable characters. So if you don't have them unlocked, they cost 12,000 Legends coins, or 1,800 actual Apex coins to unlock them. These legends vary in their main gameplay style and purpose, as if some have the great offensive potential, some are defensive presence for the team, and a few have main sources of support, which we're going to go over right now. First legend that I want to cover, guys, is by far one of my favorites to use and pretty much my main in Apex Legends is Bangla Door. She's a professional soldier born into the military family where her parents, and her 4 older brothers all served in the IMC Armed Forces. Her abilities include a passive ability named Double Time. While taking fire while sprinting makes you move faster for a brief amount of time. That amount of time is about 6 seconds, okay? So you got a nice little speed boost. Her tactical ability is a smoke launcher. Fire a high velocity smoke canister that explodes into a smoke wall. And a lot of people don't know this. When I first started playing her, I didn't know that you have 2 smoke launchers you can fire. So you get to shoot it twice. Her ultimate ability is called Rolling Thunder. You call in an artillery strike that slowly creeps across the landscape. Now, this is the biggest AoE ultimate in the game. Once it explodes, it disorients the enemy and or your teammates, so you got to be careful. It slows you down and deals just a little bit amount of damage, so it's great to be used both offensively and defensively. Now, in my opinion, Bangla Door is categorized as a offensive character. She is very offensive in this game, where her speed boost allows her to get around. Her ultimate is great to disorient enemies, and her smoke launcher is really good to close the gap on certain enemies. So Bangla Door is an offensive character. On to the next one, Bloodhound, the technological tracker. Bloodhound is known across the Outlands as one of the greatest game hunters the Frontier has ever seen. But that's all about anyone ever knows about Bloodhound. She's very, very mysterious. Okay, her abilities include a passive one, Tracker. Okay, she can see the tracks left behind your foes up to about a minute. It's 60 seconds. So if someone was around the area in 60 seconds, Bloodhound can track them down. Okay, her tactical ability, Eye of the Allfather. Briefly reveal hidden enemies, traps, clues throughout the structures in front of you. Now, the radius about this, in my experience in testing, is about the size of a house. So if you get Bloodhound in one of those 2-story houses, hit her tactical ability, it'll cover that entire area. Now, what this does is, not only does it reveal where you are as Bloodhound, but it also reveals where players were just at, okay? So it gives you a lot of good information. Ultimate ability, which arguably, in my opinion, is one of the best ultimates in the entire game. Beast of the Hunt enhances your senses, allowing you to move faster and highlight your prey. What this does is it kind of serves like Recon from Call of Duty. It grays out the entire screen and makes all your forces, footprints, and enemies completely highlighted in red, so there's no chance they can get away from you. With all of these abilities and how awesome she is as a tracker, Bloodhound is definitely categorized as an offensive player. To the most toxic legend in the entire game, Caustic. Before there was Caustic, a scientist named Alexander Knox worked at Humberton Labs, the Frontier's leading manufacturer for pesticide gases. Okay, his abilities include a passive one, Knox Vision. allows you to see enemies through his toxic gas all over the map. It's really, really good. Tactical ability, Nox Gas Trap. Drops canisters that release deadly Nox gas when shot or triggered by enemies. Now, Caustic gets 3 of these to put down. Takes a few seconds for them to load up, but you get 3 of them you can place all over the map. Okay, now that's just the ability. I think you can have a total of 7 actual gas traps on the map at one time, and then once you place an 8th one down, the very first one that you placed would go away. Okay, these items are great defensively to set up in a house. Anywhere on the map, you can shoot them, or if the enemy comes close enough, it'll trigger and it'll give you a little signal telling you that, hey, somebody's next to my gas trap. Ultimate ability, Nox Gas Grenade. Blankets a large area of Nox gas, okay? Not only does this disorient the enemy, but it impairs their vision. They can't really see. They take a lot of damage over time, and it makes them move slow. So this is great for just throwing into a building, running in, and just cleaning up an entire team. Now, with all of these abilities, Caustic is a bigger legend, has a bigger hitbox, but with all of these awesome gas abilities, Caustic is a great support backslash defensive player. I would categorize him as definitely just a defensive player in the game. Now, onto the legend that I don't like to play at all, Gibraltar, a shielded fortress, Apex Legends character. Gibraltar is a gentle giant with a wild side, the son of 2 beautiful children, volunteers. He's always skilled at getting others out of dangerous situations that are common in the Outlands. Okay, his abilities include Gun Shield, passive ability. When you're aiming down the sights or ADSing, it deploys a gun shield that you can see through, but when players shoot you, it absorbs some damage. So once the shield breaks, then you start to take your normal shield and then health damage, okay? It blocks incoming fire. The tactical ability, Dome of Protection. Okay, you throw down a dome shield that blocks attacks for 15 seconds. This also includes your own. You cannot shoot through it. You can see through it, but you cannot shoot through it. You cannot throw grenades through it. Nothing. Completely protects you for 15 seconds. Ultimate ability, Defensive Bombardment. It is by far the strongest in the sense of damage ultimate in the game, in my opinion. Call in a concentrated mortar strike on a marked position. Now, while the AoE, the radius of it is not very large, but it does come down very fast and deals a crap ton of damage. With these abilities, Gibraltar is marked as a defensive character. Now on to Lifeline, arguably the best legend in the entire game. All right, once a child of wealthy war profiteers, she left home when she learned of the damage her family had caused and enlisted in the Frontier Corps. Okay, now Lifeline has, her passive ability is Combat Medic. Revives knockdown teammates faster while protected by a shield wall, and healing items are used at 25% faster. So not only does she revive teammates faster, but she heals herself a lot faster, making her one of the best legends in the game. Tactical ability, her DOC heal drone. Call in your drone of compassion to automatically heal nearby teammates over time. So you drop this drone down, players get close enough, it heals everybody that's close to it. Now, this also includes enemies. So if you're Lifeline, you get killed, they can come get healed by your drone. Ultimate ability, Care Package. Calling in a airdrop pod full of high quality defensive gear, guys. This goes all the way up to tier 3. Purple items. You can get purple shields, purple backpacks, etc. She's insane, guys. Arguably the best legend in the game. With these abilities, she's definitely a support character. On to the holographic trickster, Mirage. He's the kind of guy who likes to stand out. The youngest of 4 brothers, he perfected the art of fooling around to get attention. Okay, his abilities include Encore, passive, automatically drop a decoy and cloak for 5 seconds while knocked down. Meaning while you're knocked down, it just makes a duplicate so you can kind of get away and hide in the corner until your teammates get there. Tactical ability, Phased Out or Psych Out. Send a holographic decoy to confuse the enemy. You throw down a complete decoy yourself, and he runs until he runs into something or an object that stops the hologram from running. His ultimate ability, recently buffed, Vanishing Act. Deploy a team of decoys to distract enemies while you cloak. It used to be you could still be seen when you pop this ultimate. Now with the recent buff, you go completely invisible. And in my opinion, it feels like you have a small speed boost, although not completely confirmed. But you go completely invisible, you can get away from your enemies. With these abilities, Mirage is definitely an offensive player. Get into combat, confuse the enemy with his holograms, and then just take out the opposition. On to the Season 1 character that was introduced, Octane, the Adrenaline Junkie. One day, Octavio Silva was bored. In fact, he was bored most days. Heir to the preoccupied CEOs of Silva Pharmaceuticals and wanting for nothing in life, he entertained himself by performing death-defying stunts and posting holovoids of them for his fans all over the arena. His abilities include passive, Swift Men. It automatically restores health over time. This is about 10%. It's very slow, but it is a very good healing ability while you're not in combat. His tactical, Stem. You move 30% faster for 6 seconds. It costs health to use. It costs about 20% health to use this tactical ability, and you move 30% faster for 6 seconds, which is the equivalent of Bangla Door's, move her speed boost. Okay, onto the ultimate. Launchpad. Deploys a jump pad that catapults teammates through the air. This thing charges very fast, guys. It can send you to, greater heights to get the high ground, move your enemies around faster. It's a really good ultimate that I thought wasn't going to be utilized very well in this game, but it actually is. Also, pro tip, when you guys hit this jump pad, press the jump button. It'll send you higher and push you farther than just running over it normally. So with these abilities, guys, Octane, definitely an offensive player. On to Pathfinder, the greatest mobility character in the entire game, the Forward Scout. Pathfinder is a picture of optimism despite his circumstances. An MRVN mobile robotic versatile entity modified to specialize in locating, scouting, and surveying. Okay, his abilities include Insider Knowledge, his passive. It scans survey beacons to reveal the ring's next location. This is a really good ability. They're located all over the map. A few updates ago, they actually put more beacons all over the map to utilize his ability. Tactical, the grappling hook. Grapple to get out of reach places quickly. Okay, this is not only can be used defensively, offensively. You can swing yourself to higher heights and just get out of the gunfight, reset, and then engage back in. Another cool pro tip about this grappling hook, guys. You can actually shoot the grappling hook to grab an enemy to help pull them forward, like pull them to you to take them out. Or, hey, you're not getting away from me. Get over here. Okay, onto his ultimate. The zipline gun. Create a zipline for everyone to use. Not only is this zipline very far, it can get you all over the map, move around very quickly. It is considered one of the best mobility ultimates in the game. With these abilities, Pathfinder is definitely a support character. On to the most popular legend in the game upon release, Wraith, the interdimensional skirmisher. Wraith is a whirlwind fighter, able to execute swift and deadly attacks in multiple space-time by opening rifts in the fabric of reality. Okay, her abilities include passive, voices up from the void. A voice warns you when danger approaches. As far as you can tell, it's on your side. Now, what this means is that when somebody's aiming at you, it'll have a little voice telling you, hey, someone's aiming at you. Her tactical ability, Into the Void. Reposition quickly through the safety of the void space, avoiding all damage. Essentially, you go invisible. You can move around for about 6 seconds. Invisible, taking no damage, no zone damage, nothing. It's a great ability to get out of danger. Her ultimate ability, the Dimensional Rift. Link 2 locations with portals for 60 seconds, allowing your entire team to use them. You set up 2 portals at a medium distance apart. Players can travel through this. You can travel through it while you're down. Now, one catch, guys. The enemy can also travel through this as well, so you got to be real careful. With these abilities, she can get in and out of combat very fast. Wraith is an offensive character. All right, guys, I hope this video helps. It's just a brief overview of these legends and kind of what I consider offensive, defensive, or support characters. Hopefully, you get a small glimpse at the abilities and how they can, kind of complement your play style. If you're an aggressive player, I definitely suggest going with Wraith, Bang, Octane, those type of characters. If you're more of a defensive player, I try not to advise Gibraltar, but you can play Gibraltar, Caustic, and probably the new Watson when she comes out, which we'll have a video on her later. Support characters, Lifeline, Pathfinder. Caustic can be a support player, but it's definitely, I would say he's more defensive. But that's my overview of the characters, guys. If this video did help you, please make sure to drop a like, as it does help me. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, guys, for when we drop new Apex Legends and or Call of Duty videos, guys. And as for me, Warlock, thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. What you want, what you want.